He's made off. I open up my eyes. He's getting coffee.
Yeah.
Да? Каждый квалец.
Hello, Rashi Mebo, ni Rashi Mebo, ni va ni sell. 146. Alta dima mango chom begin. Yeah, we skip.
Kind of went back and forth.
Uma. Rashi Mebo, the Meba ni sell. Cheva 6 legan sung des. It's a
시켜버리래.
쉽게 봐요. 46. You said 46, right?
I thought it was 145.
145.
45?
That was the question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I marked on 45.
We did do some on 146.
Okay, Shijabale, yes, Shijabale. Shijabale said Rishino.
시켜버리 대발을 시켜버리래.
Shijabale said the 60. Shijabale Jabale, sir. Commentary, yes, commentary on the 400 stanza says.
다 시켜버리 대발을 시켜버리. 다니 누구 매버마와 마인디. 땡지 대발 좀 나오는데.
Dani Mobuma, mind digital.
뭐 다니 누구 매버마와 마인디. 디 누구디.
Ale.
디리바.
Oh, there is that. Make what dig doing it. Doing the ratio. Non-existent. We are opponent or dependent rights. On the ratio. Actually, we are on the end of the 144, page number 44.
Really?
No.
Well, we jumped
We
ahead.
were talking about the memory.
We were talking about memory.
Memory.
About, I think we were in the middle of the page. Do you mind because
You jabla the wadi the temba yo temba. Temba ki call ke shemba.
아래 디월에
The water. Tara water and
다티티래. 다니 누구 매버마 마인디 세야기. 누구디? 땡지니 거 누구디래. 이 마인디 시티 땡지. 근데 매버마 마리 세야지. 땡지 제벌이 좀 마인디 치.
Dani dark series susu stars susurwa. Dani nobo member mawa. Mind teji debo junwa mawa in the chiros. The suicide.
다티 라루기 징글에서베 대다 뭐보다 시지 그거 까나 징글에서베 대다 ቴ기 말이스 네 ቴ기 말이 제사 랜드에서베 테기 말이스 딜레버바 딜레버이스 다는 뭐보 매버마 마이데스 랜드에서베 매버마 말이스 땡지 대벌 좀 마와 인데체 랜드에서 땡지 대벌 좀 마와 인사 아니 라신기 매네양 라신 매베 두질 땡지 대벌 땡지 인데체 스쿨 버바 제사 ngoba meba mari lendele sobato meba maris.
Okay, so now anyway, look at the page number 44 end of the paragraph. This is Chandrakirti commentary on the 400 stanza says, right?
Yeah.
We are not proponents of non-existence, for we are proponents of dependent arising. Are we proponent of real things? No, because we are proponents only of dependent arising. What do we propose? Anyway, so in here, in Tibetan, okay. So here saying I, okay, I ngobu meber mawa means ngobu meber mawa means I didn't say, okay, I didn't say we don't accept, so we don't accept produce things are non-existent, okay. Ngobu never mind, okay. So then what I was saying here in this text is saying, what I was saying was that all these produced things are, okay, dependent arising, okay, dependent arising. So this answer comes because earlier we said that all the things are lack of intrinsic existence, right? Lack of intrinsic existence, and then it doesn't mean that the things are not existent.
Right.
So it is because all things are lack of intrinsic existence because things are dependent arising. Okay, we said this. This is making a detailed kind of like corrections.
다들 좋아져. 지체 뭐를 마와 시간 시나 많이 돼서 딩 뭐부지도가 지체 뭐부 마와 시기는 스타트 뭐부 매버 마와 많이 슬러버 봐. 디스 딩 뭐부지 전진을 받고 뭐부지. 딩 매버 마와 말이 슬러버. 다디스도 뭐부 매버 마와 많이 나타나고 뭐부 마와 시간 뭐부 마와 ngobul mawa shigam sene anu ngobul mawa rebe sene mawa se dirba ngobul mawa rebe sene ti ngobul tira shigu tubalasi oh di mari se yalu
I don't know how it goes translation in English, but you know, here Tibetan in Tibetan text we use ngobor, okay, ngobor mawa. Ngobor means produce things. Okay, ngobor mawa means realistics. Okay, realistics. Now here the confusion. So like when you say all things are lack of intrinsic existence, okay, that gives the impression that then if things are lack of intrinsic, then does it mean like all things are intrinsic? Ngobor. Okay. That's why I wasn't sure like how it goes in English. Okay, ngobor. Okay, first of all, ngobor means produce things, right? And the ngobor mawa means the realistics. This is like a view. So when we use this phrase, this is like the phrase like all things are lack of intrinsic existence because dependent arising. We said that this is our statement, right? Then when we say all things are lack of intrinsic existence, so this could indicate that all things are intrinsic existence. Do you get that?
Yeah.
If you said lack of intrinsic existence, I don't know.
It's like you're saying
Yeah,
it by not
it's
saying it. It's like a,
Yes.
yeah.
So then, because of that, then they ask question back to what's it, the Madhyamika Prasangika. Okay, they say like, does that mean are you realistic?
Realist.
Realist, yeah, realist.
Okay.
So realist,
Okay.
yes, the person, yes.
So are you?
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see in English how did it say? Only for the dependent arising. What do we propound? And then we propound dependent arising. What is the meaning of dependent? Anyway, this goes on. Okay. I think ngobo like lhak haku rashto.
That the Dani Mobile Mava, my is Dani Mobile Neverma, my inti, Javajo, marriage is left one. Mobile Yoga Margaret, stage Javajo, in something left one. Ya, GQ, Mobile Mava, Shigam Sina, my inti, Mobile Mava Resini, my inti, Javajo, marriage, since one. Tambuti Mobile, engine by Mobile. The Meva Maris, Nova Meva Maris said the engine never kindle supertusu, never Maris, my Indi digital joy, Mao in the Chikosuma. DJ Shami did it on a kill mobile Mawa Shigams and mobile Mao my insulapsuma. You move the ranching to bar. No mouse, symptom of it, no mouse says to her. Mobile ranching to Mao till no mouse, leverable. Okay, move said the ranching to the last way. Did Mao reverse in it, no Maris.
Anyway, so this in Tibetan, these texts, they are asking questions. Okay, they are asking questions using a phrase, which is ngobo. Ngobo means then produce things, right? Then they ask that is produced things are non-existent. Okay, so then the answer for that is no. They are not non-existent because they are dependent on writing. This is our answer. Okay, try to get. I know this is our answer. Then they put another question. Then are you now ngobo? The meaning of the ngobo changes actually. In Tibetan we use same phrase ngobo. Okay. Then are you realist? What's it?
Essentialist.
Realist.
It's the same
No.
thing. Realist, essentialist is the same.
Really? Okay.
Yes, they're similar.
Okay.
They are.
Realist. Are you realist? Then it says no. Okay, no. Now the ngobo. Okay, ngobo we use twice here. The first ngobo or the refers to produce things, and the second ngobo they refers to realistics.
Realist.
No, I mean like
Realistic and realist are not the same.
no, realist is a person, right?
The realist is a person.
Okay, realistic
Things
is
don't change.
yes, realistic. Okay, this refers to realistic.
Or realist.
Realist.
Which one is things doesn't all change?
Realistic is a different word. It doesn't apply. It's not a noun.
No, he's saying realist.
Yeah.
I know, he was
He
saying
wants to
both,
know
but what
which
you
one.
mean to say is realist. No.
Second time, we are not talking about the person.
Right.
We are talking about like truly existing things,
That
Okay.
would be real.
just real.
Real.
Okay,
Yes.
real.
Because that means.
That's why, yeah, we have like this Tibetan words. Word ngopo has two meanings. Okay.
Those are real.
So they are actually very similar, but I don't know how you put it in English.
Produce.
So
and-
Produce, yeah,
Artificial,
ngopo.
so-
Produce.
So would
Producing.
produced be like artificial because it's not natural, real?
From its own side.
Yeah. So produced would be like man-made, artificial.
Okay.
A human being made it.
No, it's not necessary. Anyways.
Means from its own accord. Means from its own.
Penetration has the this age ngopo sage ro ngopo say the rangjung yingurwe mi sujo yingurwe so rangjung mai mi sujo ying marwa mi sujo yingchu ni mai ba yingchu ro the ngopo say
It's not man-made.
Mobile mouse said it and she to well.
From its own.
Mobile mouse said it and Jung Shannon Mituba. The Yetila. We were rushing to the said Shannon Mituba Jungu Yerba. Thank you very much. Some Zamba said mobile mouse said mobile rushing to the killing it. Mobile mouse. Ding over the feeding over the dungeon never move said Jerba. Dungeon never move again.
yingo marwa
Ah,
so because of the mi sujo yingo marwa ngopo say the
go marry. Then Danga Jang over it. 말하시기 두 번을 해야 돼.
Yes. 다 근데 the ten 가서 the 방주바 면적이 뭐보스도 sambar 방식이 두바듯이 보라고 그죠.
말하시기 뭐뭐 세디.
마우스
뭐뭐 세디.
방식이 두바스 보라.
삼삼발 뭐뭐 세디. 이라시기 두 번을 뭐 세네. 말하시기 두 번, 뭐 예산에 뭐뭐 세디.
Okay, first of all, the produce things doesn't have to be man-made. It can be like natural stuff, anything. Anything that produce, the result. You can pretty much say something like that. Now, the using the words has different meanings. When we say all produce, I don't know, ngobo, okay, ngobo or produce things are not true. That refers to the what you call this produce things, the general kind of produce things, okay. And then when they use sort of like the mind only school in all of father, right? When they say they don't say produce, I mean like anyway. So then this is like a realist. We call it a realist.
The realist.
So when they say something exists, it has to be realist, real, okay? Yeah, something like that.
다들 지난 뭐 보세요. 대진이 발라시게. 대부께의 자와칭이 지야르바 대부께의 자와칭이 되는 뭐 보세요.
Okay, so produce, the definition of produce thing is something give rise a result. Actually, something has potential, okay, potential to give a function, something like that.
Right.
Okay, maybe they might have like a technical definition for that.
So it doesn't have to actually be providing that function, it just has to have the potential?
콘솔레 던진 리버스야지라. 던진 리버스야디 인지미지 리버디 과 프로젝트인데 제가 리버 요가 단계 다 알았고 왔고. 리버디 같이 떼온 거를 bes고.
네, 대부께의
리버. Okay. So has the potential to produce function means has the potential to produce a result. Something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Or result, yes.
다들
Sometimes they say like fruit. Yeah.
So the potential,
Fruition.
just have to have the potential.
Yes.
다들 그 뭐본 매반마마 인스제는 뭐본마가 인스에 소리지시기야르바 샴달레디요 뭐네 그런 뭐본마를 대해서는 뭐본마마 인스를 버려봐디
인지날 락하고도 인지날은 이거 뭐보 비리셔야 말해.
아니
방법 딜래요. 공모보 세지요 봐. 이 거기 인데도 아주 단데 가서 뭐보 세지요라디 되진 리버 어디랑 찍 비시지. 와딜레디 찍이 고뇨레션 콘솔 찍이 고뇨요 말이나 주주나라 찍배 타가르 보니
나 샤마들 갈라
샹마리도
라시기
프랑시 두바 세딜라 디레 가서디 땡 두바 세야스라디 라도데
샤마디
데 페네시션 데 프랑시 두바 세야스라디 라도데 샤마디 어디 프랑시 두바 세야스라디 라도데
다들 지나를 가르쳐 그래 그 디나는
어디 뭐보 시라로
자가 버그니스들 자가를 받기네 딘 지나는 니가는 뭐야래 담부들 뭐마 매번 많이 있을지 어느 처럼 뭐마 시대에서는 디야 많이 있을지 디니가는 뭐야래 다들 전다 샴디 다다디 제베는 라시기 이바마와리베스는 많이 있을지
So this Tibetan text actually very close to Indian text. So in Indian text they use ngobo. I don't know how to say it in Sanskrit, but they use the same phrase again and again, same 2 times, but they have a different meanings. When they use in a different context, it changes the meaning of the words. That's why. So here I don't see that in English. I don't see this. So that's why it's a little complicated. mobile actually using mobile. Anyway, the first one is saying there's no mobile. Second one is saying, what was that? Okay. Mobile never, yes. First one is saying there's no mobile. Second one is saying, first one is like, the asserting existing of mobile. Okay. The second one is saying like we are not mobile. That means like the first one means like all the produced things are dependent arising. Dependent arising. But are you realist? We are saying no. Okay. This is
That is it. That is mind the danger I choose Jima, she ingenuous that Kilgari Ma, yes, to Tiber. Thank you, Ballad. Past Sesuma. Mobile Mawadivest, mobile Meba Mawadivest, my standard of a job. Young mobile Mawashi Divest in the dear Maris. When I choose Chishima, Machinas. Chima she Jenas, danger devotion mouse. God danger devotion, can she? Jenna, don't know danger devotion to the Korean sinner. Then she made the dance. Did we?
into
Oh, that danger devotion to the Korean sinner. Then she made the dance. Then she made the cigarettes.
so
Devotion said, and she never did. Rashi never said it, Devotion son, Rashi Nancy. How you got?
so when I look at the translation, I don't see a translation for mobile in this. Maybe what about these proponents? Proponents? No, that is not translation for mobile, right? And looks like the first one they translate as real things, right? And the
Yeah.
second one is they translate as what?
Dependent arising.
Dependent arising, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
this
the difference is the people who are asking the question view things that are dependently arisen as real, whereas from Prasangika view, they view them as dependent arising based on labeled by the mind. That's why they're using two different
no. Oh,
words.
doesn't mean anyway. So in Tibetan we have the word for ngopung. I don't see this direct translation for that word. Anyway, so then now they ask like, what do we? Okay, no. What propound dependent arising, right? So what is the meaning of dependent arising? Okay, here, now she came here. What is the meaning of dependent arising? Then it means the absence of intrinsic existence. This will be the answer. Okay. Yes.
This way.
Yes.
Now, danger devotion to Kayan, she is in Rashi never doing this. Rashi might get it doing down. You mother, me do down, Sunita, Jesse, Tongi, down, River. Milamda Sunday Rashi Jane Rashi Jing Devotion Dendam Dombani the Diamond Shita Danger Division to the Carriers and Rashi never turns. Rashi never said the cigarettes and Rashi Danger Division Rashi never turned. Rashi might give it to him. Rashi might give it to Yumadang, Migudang, Sunidang, Tese, Tongjedang, Rubadang, Milam Tatsube, Rashijela, Rashi Jengi, Jebu Chumedu, Dinde, Milam Tatsube, Milam de Rashi, Milam de Rashi Mevere, and Milam la Tidu, Milam de Latini Tidu, so I Giadua, Milam de. Milam 아니 밀람다 준비했어야 돼. 그래서 유마당, 미주당, 유마당에 그 you may tana to any carasure, metimbarete, ranching mebarete, ranching metimba inea, ni metana, you get to balatene, metana, now give to gas. Ani need you dance, need you say it, need you tell it, Ranganam Shiki, choosing Nam Shiki. Cool, make you the temper marry. Make you the shoot up the Nangiarva. Then Sunitan, Sunila Teni, any Sunila Teni, Kibutila Catolas, the Kibutuga, Melona, the chin she was to meet the Tani, and she did Yapur in a Cato Gibiva. And language. 진신이 들렸더니 진신도 그 메tembarete 쿨레테니 가정 지야지 쿨레테니 동이 지야지 아지 랑기 동데 지 메드베 넘버 지 통이 동이 지들어 진신 진시 들렸더니 어디 설지 제세 동제당 주거당 민음당 총대 라시 진이 대부 그 Mela to Tumba Metimba Yinayam, Rangi Debu June Dendam, Debu John Chitugas, Tomba Nita Dame Veternals.
So now the text goes on. It means no intrinsically existing production. It means the arising of effects whose nature is similar to magician illusion, a mirage, a reflection, phantom city, an emanation, or a dream. It means emptiness and selflessness. Okay, so then we have been saying absence of intrinsic existence over again and again. So now they're asking, what does that mean? What is absence of intrinsic existence? So then they get the impression that when we say absence of intrinsic, so that means like non-existent. Okay, now they wanted to clarify what does that mean according to this side, right? So that means that now the answer this says the no intrinsic existing production. Okay, production. Anyway, let me see. Yeah.
Doesn't it say no intrinsic existence? In production?
Okay.
Existent production.
Let me go with the
Intrinsically existent production.
Okay, Rashi maybe to the Rashi give Makeba. Okay. Rashi maybe the lack of intrinsic existence means, okay, lack of intrinsic existence means the what you call this, all this list, okay, all this list are lack of intrinsic existence. Saying, okay, they are lack of Rashi maybe Kewa. Okay, so they produce lack of intrinsically. Okay, then the lack of intrinsically. This is what is this? Intrinsically production. Okay, maybe I think this is
intrinsically existent
yes,
production.
production. No intrinsically existing productions. Okay, that will be like magician illusion. Okay, magician illusion. Okay, now how does it actually go about? Like when we see an illusory image, horse and everything, so we know there's no horse, there's nothing out there. This is very true, right? There's no horse, no elephant or anything. When the magician creates all these animals in front of us, in front of our eyes, right? So, but even though they are not true, but they have functions. They can actually give you some sort of mental emotion. Okay? They give you like happy kind of mind state, happy mental state, and bad kind of unhappy mental state, right? But they do have functions, okay? And then the mirage. So mirage is like seeing. If you look at far, you see like water. That is called mirage, right? When you see that, when you're thirsty, when you see that that gives you hope, right? But there's no water. There's no water, but that is not true. But still, it gives you some kind of feelings, emotion feelings. Okay, and the reflection, same thing. When you look your face in the mirror, so then if you find it is attractive, it gives you kind of like joyful kind of sense, right? Happy kind of sense. If you find it is unattractive, that gives you some kind of unhappy, it makes you unhappy, right? And the Phantom City, same thing, emanation, all of these are. So then these are the example. So when you look and then at the last, it means emptiness and selflessness. There's no truly existent self in that object, but still, when we see them, when we contact with them, they give some. They actually force us to rise some kind of mental emotion or mental kind of mental state. Okay.
Yeah, that's name.
Oh, and also this is a dream, like a dream also. In the dream, when something happened in your dream, when you wake up, you know everything's fake. But when you're having a dream, of course, it gives you a lot of emotion, right?
So it's empty, but it's still able to produce an effect.
Yes, it has another word, technically, I think they said like it has function.
Function.
But it's not intrinsically existent function, though.
Pena chawa pena dende kala konjegi chaje tigire ya laro pena chuda nilam dan zuna lo ya yeso ke sem na lo le chowa dedu mang tigire laro chowa dedu din so ani temper to bare basic
Temper to Mali.
rangshi to basa ta rangshi to basa temper rangshi to bare. No, they are not interesting
Right.
exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that in my this in here. Cuma tang situ cuma situ kare sini.
Cuma lapsar. Cuma su cuma tuya di ro.
Dia just kudu dia
Re hakure. It's not set how to Migyu hakos de.
Kan mikir kare se.
Migyu hakure. Percebo, was just checking with you. Do you really understand what magician illusion and mirage and stuff like that?
Yeah. Ah, mikir je. Ini sunyi. Ya.
This is hakure.
Ada cisi tunggu.
And what about the Phantom City?
Phantom City.
Phantom City. It's called Phantom City.
Yeah, makes sense.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Phantom City mean?
It's like a city that doesn't, it's like a mirage. It's like a city that's not there but seems to be there.
Oh, here this is Phantom City, right? Sometimes they translate as Gandharva. This is Sanskrit, right? And the what do you call this? What's it? Sometimes they call Smell Eater City. Smell Eater City. Okay. You know what it means?
No.
Yeah, that because the Tonga, Tise Tonga Hakomasusa, Haresa.
Just a Mimai the Tribagi Tongkit in the area. Sanda Twaji Kambachi over the tongue. Two into the never in the area. In the Shira Yungiari. Because Mimai in the Jewish Abegi Tongkichiari. You know, to say Tongkisi. You made them berba. When Jewish Abba.
So
The
they said that the non-human beings, we call non-human beings, Mimayin. Mimayin, it means like non-human beings means these beings are in between God and human being, something like that. Okay, so they have a power to create a city. Okay, they can create a city. So what happens like when travelers, when they travel from one place to another place, so they feel like they're going to a big city, when we're going towards one direction. When they return back, they don't see the same city. Yeah. So this happens. So that's why this kind of city is called Phantom City. Yeah. Phantom City. Okay. Phantom City. but they are not real. There's no real city.
Why do they do that?
가르치는 데 집어서 가르치는 데서 열었다. 그래서 이게 가르치는 데서 열었다. 가르치 좀 미만이 가르치는 근데 제스 뛰어서 정말 뛰어서.
미만이 그런도 동지인데 뛰어야 봐. 그런도 그런 저 세계소를 뛴데 뛰어야 봐. 미만인데 대 밴드 뛰고 말봐. 야 고가인의 레그를 봐. 아니 딘데 야리 지다 그런 뛰어야 돼.
So there's many reasons why they do that. The one reason could be like when they travel, they just create when they need to stop, rest, or whatever you call, right? So they create a city, right? And sometimes they create city to deceive other beings, and then so there's many reasons for this. This could be the reasons why they do this.
Does it still happen to some people today? Because I've never heard of it.
등산들의 연구 열어서 그래서 정게
이들이
maybe we are in Phantom City, but I don't know.
나도는 마토는 내 말봐. 마토는 매번 만부야봐.
And said
전혀 신다
your logic would be like, yeah, I didn't see it, no one see it. This could be your logic, right? So this is not the right logic. So there are many things that we don't see.
Right.
예전 먼저 통구란 말봐.
And then if anything exists, it's not necessarily we have to see them. We have to have seen them, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Good question.
From her question,
That was a question.
she said, not intrinsically existent functioning. Remember, she said right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where I get a little confused. Because Chandra Curtis avoids the nihilistic position
Okay.
by saying we would be nihilist if we asserted the cause and effect do not exist.
Yeah, I don't see problem in there.
Right, no, I
Okay.
get that. But sometimes we can veer a little bit into nihilism
Like how?
if we think, hold on, it's coming. If you start negating too much cause and effect in the conventional.
Who is negating?
I am. It's a little habit, I think.
Are you-
I do think so.
This is okay. This is not from the text though.
Well, it's a problem of mine. I think sometimes I start thinking a little bit that
I had
you
the problem too.
can't-
You are not the one.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to. How it's a problem.
That one more in Tiwas can did that. Cause of the color 군족 like 최상만 군족도 최 매바이나 아니 체달 통로 그래서 라샤사 그 지웠게요 말다 말하니까 막 군족도 망보지 매발라 군족도 매발 통로 두서 되는 상황당도 근데 어디서 왔다 군족도 매발하고 차고 두서 상마 근데 랑식이 매세라 베네세션 근데 가서디 자지 태와지 여러와 자지 자와디저에 랑식이 매스 라로 와긴
네.
어디 지도만 체달 홍동에 서와를 시키기 도시고
군접세나 나란돌 가을 수가 수나서 수나와 지야르바 군접시게 랑식이 매네야 이 파자가네 제니니 주매니야 아니 나도 지난 이유도가 아니 파자가 되지 아니 주매니 아란돌나야 마푸치 나도 지는 것도 같아 군접시게
so
제가 지금 매년 기타 유행이
so when you say conventional, right? Conventional, I don't know how you get impression by this word, hearing this word in English, but in Tibetan we call kunzok. Okay, kunzok. Kunzok means kun means like all, right? Zok means artificial, fake, not real, stuff like that. Okay, whatever we see, okay, whatever we see, whatever we appear, all of these are punzok or artificial.
Right,
Okay, artificial.
right.
They translate as
자신이한테 딱 제가지도 내니.
so they say in English they call conventional, right? Conventional. Anyway, we say these are fake, artificial because when we try to find it, we
Right.
cannot locate it.
Exactly.
We cannot find it. That's why we say everything is fake, artificial.
Okay.
Okay, then,
내랑 그 저거 떠야 돼 누가?
then does it mean like are we not getting any? Do we not get hungry?
Right.
저거 떠야 제가 치는 이야 뭐 저거 되는 말이 룽 되는 말이 자치 샘 되는 말이 저거 떠버리.
So then they need to find out your hunger, sense of hunger or
Yeah.
So then it's not your stomach, it's not the wind in your body, it's not the anything in your body.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, so that's how you can break down the functionality and not find it in. Right.
저거 떠버리 야르바스.
So we do feel hungry, right?
Yes.
We do.
저거 또 때는 가리리기도.
So then where is that? Where's that feel of hungry? Like
I
hunger
can't
feeling?
find it if I find it.
Say name and
I
just
can't.
아, 그래. 그 포화나기 내 룽탑이 이제 좀 많이 저것도 써야지. 그러나 룽디 포화나려야 룽지 킹이 이제 좀 받지네 저것도 써야지. 다시 써야지 마사서나 저것도 지만 잠이야 수가 음식질이야 포화되면 룽게 레체치 체인도 좀 받 저것도 야기 좋아지기 여러봐 이 포화되는 말이 포화를 된 레체치는 말이 다들 파자가 치는
name name
다시
Yeah, that's true. But if you try to find it, you cannot find it because we feel hungry. Certain type of wind when they flows inside our stomach, so that actually cause to feel hungry. When you fill that area, that space with food, then you feel stuff, Steve, what's that?
Stuff.
Full, right? So then that is how we define hunger, right? Normally. So then again, if you try to find it, it's part of the wind, it's part of the food, it's part of the stomach, you can find it. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Let me agree with you.
내가 딱 군접시게 그것도 그때 군접시게
So now on the other
파자가 치는 이야기니 아니 지당 이어버렸지 봐.
so on the other side, then we do feel hungry. Even though nevertheless we were not able to find it, but we feel it. There is hunger, right? So that's why we say it's artificial or conventional, fake.
다 저거 또 있는데 막 칼라디만 매버체는 똥처럼 포를 똥좀 붙일래 있는데 좀 저것도 해야 돼 이게. 아니 포를 세기야지 또 뒤에는 니 그것도 해야 되는 거야 말이야. 다시 똥차티 야오는 저거 똥밭이 아니 그래서 그래. 그것도 그들이 배스는 뒤에 말이야. 그건 마음부터 처벌할 때는 책이야.
So then if you single out any component of that thing, like for instance, hunger, right? Hunger. So then none of these are, hunger, right? Hunger.
Yeah.
And then the how actual that hunger is coming to exist. So then you will say when they meet together, all this combination of all this
Right.
component actually creates
Right.
hunger.
But isn't that the mind-only school? Wouldn't the Prasangika say it's labeled by the mind and that's what just makes it hunger?
This is a big problem there. just level one mind. Okay. Talk about this one. because the 가서 디 샘삼백이 되주로 와서 왔다. 지 속고 손에 직손에 아니 중요하지요라 샘삼을 주지로 가서는 또뭐 텐지블로라 사말로 딱팟 가서 민잠 타니잠 인스 라로아스 왔다.
텐지블로라 mambayari tujen tendi chobala tendi jose tendi se tendi imche se tendi jisi ya chashel tendi tabasi eji lo phada chans diga kanga teba.
So they we go in the according to Prasangika, right? They go with like different types of logic, sort of like, you know, we say all these some things exist because they are dependent arising. We use that logic, and we say this is depends on parts and particles, and
All the different levels, sure.
yeah, and that's so we say different levels. Oh, and then we say these are just merely level.
Right.
All of these are same. Yeah. This looks like this class is question answer.
So that means that if you could have realized emptiness, you will not feel hunger.
That's the deal. This is 결혼 돈이 또서는 그 저도 말아왔어 와다.
Yeah.
돈이 또서는 저도 말아왔어 와.
돈이 저것도 해 말에 돈이 무슨 돈이다.
Yes, but it has to be direct realization.
My question was really, it's a natural development as you're meditating on emptiness that you will, if you check, veer a little bit toward nihilism or toward absolutism. You can't help but to do that. That's my question. You cannot help but to veer in your meditation toward a little bit of nihilism or a little bit of.
Okay.
That's my
Are you
question.
asserting it or are you?
I'm asserting that. Is that because that's what it seems
That's not a
like to
question.
me. Every time I meditate, I can't stay right on emptiness. I watch my mind veer for a little bit of nihilism.
What do you think? Are
Sounds like
we
a
doing
personal
it?
problem.
It is a personal problem, but isn't that normal though, developmentally
Oh, okay.
when you're meditating?
자그라 디시도
You're
그런
going to.
똥만이라도 건바 이나로와. 또 사마당도 잠발라 야메나니 그런 저로 사마당도 야메나니 체달롱로도 야메나니 타달롱로도사. 기마 울라야지오라다. 대충에 똥만이 그러면 울 내투면 도사. 디 랑신 레베스 랑 다 칼로 아주 장장장인데 지도 잠발디 근데 강에 근데 체야다 근데 체야들 랑중 근데 랑식인데 용구를 레베스 거다.
Ranshing, you 말에 ranshing 이거는 돈이 용치고봐. ranshing이 말에
아주 장도 잠발라 장도
제리.
저 장도 잠발라 디 근데 용구라 디 근데 용구를 레베스 강에 근데 체기를 레베스 랑식스.
그다음에 체리. 나를 또 패치를 강에 체리도가. 강에 체리.
Yeah, so you say if it is is it a natural, right?
Natural, normal.
Normal, yeah, normal. But you said his first answer was like it is not natural. If it's a natural, it has to be in that kind of situation has to occur with all the higher beings.
Oh.
Okay, now the second one. Second answer. Yes, Mrs. You are not the only one. We do have this problem all the time. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I have a question about if you have a direct realization of emptiness, then you no longer feel hungry. But if I'm dreaming, I sometimes feel hungry in my dreams, and people like Buddha continued to eat. So is that just for humans' benefit?
Buddha continues to eat.
Did he continue to eat for the rest of his life?
Oh, you mean like Buddha?
Shakyamuni
Buddha, they don't need to eat.
No, the historical
Shakyamuni
Buddha
Buddha.
continued to eat, right? And like
Buddha continue to eat.
after Shakyamuni was enlightened.
Oh, okay. You're referring to that story.
Yeah.
That story. I see. Okay.
And also, like if I'm dreaming, I still feel hunger in my dream, even when I know inside the dream.
Maybe you are hungry, that's why you're dreaming. That's what this is. This is what Frank has the Panasanje Shaja Tuba Yorwa, the Lokawa Che, and election, say la terre, say Yorwa, the Jagusa. Some yes, and any shall the Chogus, the word that Chogus, Korangi Nilam Nalola, penetration, Kalakas, Nilam Chokoto, Nilam Dana, Chokoto dus. That's Sangel Sai or Sai your Wasiwar. Then it was the word that Sangel Sagu your Wasiwar.
산제
Oh,
사구이 한 마리 치다 단다티 만족이 산제 로투 가와제 얘네 오마 피티 제르바 무슨 강가 지테는 가와제 주다 신 산제 샹캄부지에다 로투 제니페 지데 산제 얘네 한 마리 추수하르바 제라마에 제네 뒤 산게 많이 제브레 산게 많이 제브레 루루 가와제네 산게 문에디 네 도지된 산게를 제버제르바 제버디도 좀 미쇼 아니 루루 자와 가와제버디 산게 말이 단들 가와제르바 기본 멤버들 주제네나 아니 도지된 산 도마게버바
Sangeni Chejura, Oma Chejura, Sangeni Pati Machibi sort of Shiwata. Sangeni and Dishala Chubu your Wasiwata.
상계는 셀라 축구이 안 말이 땡이지 셀라 농지비야래 땡이지 세다 지다 상계스는 셀라 농지 축구이 안 말이 셀라 라반 농지 축구이 안 말이
Juni Yoris Landigorda.
지단지 말한저 주제를 출된 거라 세시 되네 굴이야서야 또 주제를 아니 가와진지 제 아니 진짜 친구래서 진 주제를 남중 소리 지르바
So this actually Buddha Shakyamuni, right? Buddha Shakyamuni is according to other traditions like other than Chetamawa, Satantika.
니 남바진도 편이 지오르바
And he, according to Satantika, so like for instance, according to Satantika, he was an ordinary being. He was born as an ordinary being, and he went through that kind of training, and eventually he became Buddha in Bodh-Gaya, right? Bodh-Gaya, okay? But the other traditions, they claim that he's been already Buddha, and he came to this world just to display how practice needs.
세시도 좀 산제야 말이 넘버 띵지
How practice needs to be carried out. This is his kind of like showing his followers or the sentient beings how to do practices, right? Then during his life, so he actually he ate, and then he went to all this hardship, and he lost his body strength during 6 years retreat, stuff like that, right? So then and then at the end, when he came out of this the retreat, then he took the milk or something like that, and then because of that, he gained back all his body strength, stuff like that. Okay, so all of these are actually showing his followers how to do Dharma practice. This is the only reason why he did it. For him, he doesn't have to eat. He doesn't have to. He never loses his body strength and stuff like that. Okay. Now again, so back to your question, right? So then it said that when he came out of the retreat, then he took milk. At that point, according to Satantika and the other tradition, he was not Buddha yet. Okay, Buddha yet. So that's why he took that and he displayed like taking the milk and stuff like that, right? And then if you're looking from the other perspective, so then he is Buddha, but he's just playing. This is not real thing for him.
That sounds like
아니 되게 땡땡들이 뭐 쉬운데 토랑을 상제비인지.
So then the Buddha, so they don't need to eat because they have a power of, it called like samadhi feast,
Yeah.
samadhi food, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't need to consume any ordinary food. Yeah? And then that story, the Buddha story, Buddha Shakyamuni story, then he took that milk at night, sometime night, right? And the next morning, then he gained enlightened. He become fully enlightened.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
It's going back to this question of function, how things function. If things are intrinsically existent, as prasangikas say they are, right? So they lack inherent existence. How
They lack
do
intrinsic existence.
Yeah.
as well.
because we don't say they're intrinsic.
Yeah, so they're lacking in inherent, intrinsic, innate, existence.
Okay.
How does this table hold up how does it function?
If they are lacking,
If it's lacking
lacking
intrinsic
intrinsic
existence,
how this holding
how is it all, why don't I fall through the chair when I sit on it? Why can I lie on the bed?
Correct this word. Karsana di pena shotamje rangshigi mes rangun madu slavana pena chokji di rangun madu sevores rangun madu baina ani chokji de la thudu samanga thogudus gagudus rangun madu di khandas gagores sevora.
디 쿠수지자 디가버리.
Because it's the solid form.
But it lacks, it doesn't, there's no particle, according to Prasangikas. There's no solid particles there.
See, she's gonna.
You sure?
You go to
Are you sure?
nihilistic,
Are you sure? Okay.
Okay.
Correct
Yeah,
this word.
But no,
They'll
there
consider
is
it a-
no particles.
They'll karsana they'll do tara yomare do yomare. You're saying no particles, no.
So
Okay,
that-
no
because it's
solid.
just causes and
Okay.
conditions. It's dependent arising. There's a whole lot of things coming together.
Okay.
But according to Prasangikas, from my limited understanding,
That's fine.
there is no. Otherwise, we would be Vaibhashikas. We would be saying that there is a particle, there is atoms holding it together. Prasangikas say there is no atoms even. So how
You
does
sure?
it-
Okay.
No,
The
they don't
last
say
statement,
that.
you said there's no.
They don't say
Did they say
that.
there's no particles?
They say no particles inherently
It's the
from their own
label.
side.
It's the label.
So,
Different.
If
Right,
I
so but-
if I ask that, then.
okay, so let me see if I understand this. Are we saying Prasangikas are saying that there are particles that exist from
Oh
their
yeah,
own
we need to
side?
check that first. Yes, you're right. How about this one? Under the tangible rule, yeah. Do chara the yore sigore yomare sigore sa.
디토버더.
Machidane do
Right.
carry. They are
생각하기
there is parts particles.
뒤내지.
According to Prasangikas?
You want to make sure.
지금 뒤내리.
The custody.
생기별로 예스.
That the custody. Tangible rule, you see what was it?
네.
Yes.
And they inherently exist?
Okay.
No.
Now, okay.
No.
You're going that's fast. That they kunzu then they ena kunzu ani rangoni dubar vesa. No.
Okay, so then how does the chair hold me up?
Then the rangoni maruna di ya khandesini ya deresa ni.
주제 초래야 잡으러 봐. 가르스 그래. 랑을 죽대 있는 그 속을 말봐. 그 미치게 담부신디야게 드네신디 파제 드네신디를 미치게 야스. 네, 드네 야스 자든지 솔직히 야티. 집을 때는 아니 그래야 저제 스타들. 인담데. 그이 단데 투세 그 당시에 저기
Now actually is arguing back to you. You're saying this is inherently exist. it has to be inherently exist, right? This table, right? According to you.
I'm
No.
asking. Okay, let's
Yes,
say.
good, yeah.
Okay.
Then you're saying this is never met by human being. It didn't depend on causes and conditions, and this is being there for forever.
Right.
Are you saying all this?
So does Rinpoche want me to take which position? Because I'm not saying that.
코랑은에 들어가 있는 때그 제예의 소리 지레들봐.
If this is
그것이 근데 중요해.
so, if this is inherently exists, right? This table is inherently exists. It has to be here forever. Then you can say like this is actually came from causes and conditions.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with Rinpoche.
라면이 뭐좀 따지들이 대내신디야 취주내게 야야야야 저 로마부 차로제 내야 되네 주대견에서 그때 대내신디 쫓아들이 야신디 주의제 대디네 지미디기 소다스탄네 야디게 수지 디네 차승아 그란식이 좀 때는 디네 좀 메들이.
So the when we said things is inherently exist, right? This table, when you look at this table, so then this is not inherently exist. We can tell because this is a piece of wood, right? Then the wood actually came from tree. Then how the tree grow? Like you're coming from really tiny plant, and because the water moist get together, so then it becomes a very big tree. Then someone chopped down and cut into pieces. They put together all of this. Then if you are saying if this is inherently exists, all of these are not required. All of these are like
all the other stuff.
other stuff, yes. It's not valid, sort of like.
간식이 굶는 어딘데 지금 그래.
So then if it is something is inherently exists, it has to be other than that.
Unchanged.
Unchanged. Other than that means like not relying on all the
There shouldn't be anything contributing to it. It should just arise on its own with
arise.
nothing
You
else
say
coming.
arise. You're saying arise, right?
Oh, okay. So,
Exists.
yeah, so it should just exist
Exists, yeah.
without anything contributing to it.
딱하는 저는 랑식이 두스를 말로 교대 그냥 가게만 되면 같이 그런 다 톱자고 저들이 용댕이 걸어서. Yes. Yes.
이야 말이다. 간식이 누가 따는데 내세야지 이게 된지 초바 초고에 짱짱해봐.
So that's why we said there's no anything such a thing like inherently exists because everything has to be depend on something else.
So then if all these things are depending on everything else and they're coming together and it's changing constantly, right? Because there's causes and everything is just changing rapidly. How is that chair holding me up?
다 굽자지여라도 굽자지여라 굽자지. 다들 뒤뒤뒤네 대빠지 제도 거서 그거 간다 살짝 간디가 내네 때게게 네 가서 네 자자한테 간다 쉬워라 지금도. 그거 자고 여서 그래라.
그 다시도 차고야 봐.
Because the table is solid.
I think I'm leaning towards nihilism here. Yeah, maybe I have to think about it some more. But I've been thinking about this from the beginning. Thank you.
딱 가서래도 취수
야, 나한테
주체하도.
나한테 대한 때인지 제번은 맞게봐 세번은 뭐뭐 어때 시 나한테 땐데도 되게 뭐뭐 이게 단위도 마서 단데데 시 땐데도 되게 뭐뭐 이게 단위 마서 세주 때는 다 땐데서야 되게 뭐 라시기 매지 땐데이 매치스제 근데 유타세어리 야 매번 많이 때 땐데이 매치스 유타세어리 근데 요구 추지 라시기 매지 땐데이 매치제 yang yubu che jin neba mayi de tende me che situ tende ge yeda de se bre yuburan shi yoba de se yang yubu de neba mayi de situ yang tende me che ko ni meta de se bre tani ga se ju se
So, okay, now text goes on. It said that that by asserting dependent arising, Chandrakriti shows that by asserting dependent arising, you can avoid two extremes. Okay? The position that things exist and the position that things do not exist, both by just one logic or one reason. Yeah. Now this is saying like one logic you can refute all these two the two extremes. Let's say like a thing, okay, which is a sprout. Okay, sprout or seed, right? Sprout is lack of intrinsic existence. This goes like this. Lack of intrinsic existence because it is dependent arising. Okay. And same thing you can go like in a sprout or seeds, they are not non-existent because they are dependent arising. If you can these two actually one logic actually disputes or two extremes.
That is yes, no. Jumala Sobatan Drave, Debu Juma, Tendini, Mobile Nabama Sava, Jumala Soba, and the Petty, and Jumala Sobatan Drave, then Nugula Tabutina, Jumata Sobatan Drave, Debu, Juma, Tendini, the mobile never so
Okay, now he avoids to explain independent resonance intrinsic production. Okay, he avoids okay, this is goes like therefore things may refer to okay, that time ago. Things do not exist. Okay, yeah, the last one, okay. And then it says Chandrakriti, okay, the same paragraph, refutes intrinsic existence indicates that there do exist causes and conditions that are like magician, illusion, and so on. There are many things, right? So this is the same thing saying, so why things are lack of intrinsic existence, meanwhile they have, they perform all these functions, like illusion and so on. These are the examples.
That you are the Tiduga. Then, nobody Ranshila Chebatam, Regin Nebala Cheba, Niles, to a tip, Candido. Tinada. Then, nobody Ranshila Chebatam, Regin Nebala Cheba, Niles, Niduba.
Oh, did.
That's a mobile seat, the need to suma. Mobile never mobile Yabama Maris, my insula. When it took mobile Maris in dear my insula suma. Just a team mobile tea, you got a mobile Sierra, just a mobile then a mobile near Shindi Shinda Chebatam, the university by Niles.
So now here you see this paragraph, same from the same line, okay? Therefore, you see therefore, the second paragraph, thing, right? Thing. Now he's talking about, we have been talking this from the beginning of the class, right? This thing, you could refer, may refer, right? May refer either to intrinsic existence, okay? Intrinsic existence, right? Or the capacity to perform a function. Like it produce things. In other words, it can produce things. They could have like two meanings.
Jeba Niles. Mobu Yopra Mobu Nida Sigutuba Konala, Jas, Mobu Yabama Yenam Sena, Ima Insiati, Mobuti, and Nida Sigutuba Konala Jazz, 30 Chim Tarimba.
Ngobu yoba mawa, mawa ya se.
ngobu mawa,
Okay, now-
ngobu yoba mawa yinam sesuma, din mayin sesuma. Din ngobu dira shi ngubala cheba is.
Okay, now here in the course of the line earlier, it said, "Are you?" And they asked questions sort of like, "Are you realist?" Right? They said no. Here that. Now here comes like between these two. Okay, between these two, the thing in the essential position is that thing exists. Okay, so this is the answer.
Right.
Okay,
Mm.
they say we are not right. We are not
Essential.
essentials. Right?
ngobu meba mawa maya ngobu ni tenji niba ngobu la chabe. Onek ngobu meba mawa yinam sesuma, din mayin sedi. Tenji niba ngobu la chabe is. Ngobu yoba mawa, ngobu meba mawa marese, ngobu yoshi gerba. Din tenji niba ngobu la chabe is.
So then the other question was like, are all the things are non-existent, right? Producing the things are non-existent. After we have said no, they are exist. So that means refer. What's the essential? Okay, the second refer only to the instance things. Okay, in the position that things do not exist, right? Whether they are exist or not, they ask questions. So we said they are exist. They do exist, right? They do exist. This refers to the perform
The
right
function.
functions. Yes. Now here more clear here actually.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
No, that is. That dingi se na rashi ka tu jumata du kunde so batem ba cheres dingi se di yeta da me da ni budre dingi se na se di mo rashi ge mes je ni ngobu meba mai se di dingi se di yuta meta yitrita dingi sawana rashi kajin yumata bi gyunde yobaten dingi pa kan bi karesine rashi gutubati ngobu yobama mai se di rashi gutubati pa ka wana rashi meba yena wana meba resine mari yumata bi gyunde la soba yobaten de chile yumata bi gyunde la soba yobaten yuma pe jeni gyunde la soba yare is temba digi ani yeda sevare is rashi ki mene meba resine meba mari is yare is ni yuma la soba tandawa yare is naya me jimba soba yuma tandawa rashi ki meja yobati
Jume tendish chotu shagore sir.
yuma tandawa sha tende
Juma the
Juma
drug tende laura. Juma drug tende.
yuma tandawa gyunde sine
Okay, so now again text goes on. He said, yeah, for in avoiding these two extremes, right? These two extremes. Okay. Then they ask questions like all the things are the intrinsic exist, right? Something like that. I don't know how the question goes here. Anyway, these two statements, the earlier two statements, actually avoiding two extremes. Okay, two extremes, right? It said that all the things are let's say things are all the things are exist. They say yes, right? Yes. This is actually avoiding nihilism. Nihilism. Okay.
That's right.
And then they then is like, are you essentialist? They say, are you essentialist, right? They say no, right? Answer for that. That is actually avoiding what is it? Eternalism? Absolute. Oh yeah, that one. Okay, this is avoiding these two things, right? So now here it said then how come, like, if things are lack of intrinsic existence, how can they have a function, right? They can have
question, precisely.
okay, they have a function like magician, illusion, and so on. This just one okay. Intrinsic existence indicates it, right? So here it said, Juma the Jave Tende. Juma the Jave Tende means the illusion like dependent arising. Okay, illusion like dependent arising. And then the another word that means Naya Demba Meva. Naya Demba Meva means things are appears to you as real, but they are not real.
Right.
Okay, Naya Demba Meva.
Tati wade Xianyang se sunga ta dui de ngobu yimi ji gune tani senju su yi tembre ta tene de tin yimi ji gune
Kari?
debe tu
Ale.
temba yimi ji gune tani senju su ta tene ti tembre Xianyang se ati dui de ngobu yimi ji gune tani se sunga ngobu yoba de besen yoba ma de besen ma yin se Mobile never know reversing J minus J. Did you tiny session? That is Shan said it, David, Temba Yumi Gone, and it dodgy tiny seduce this year.
So now text goes on moreover, right? Moreover, Chandakil commentary on the 40 stanza. So now we are going to begin another way to dispute two extremes. Okay. So earlier we have been disputing these two extremes by using logic based on ngobo or the things. Okay. We use the thing. Then they are asking, do they exist? Are you essentialist? We say we are no. Right? In Tibetan we use ngobo. Are you ngobo mao means ngobo. We have ngobo. Are you essentialist? We say no. Then don't they exist? We say no, they do exist. That's why we kind of like avoiding two extremes using this logic. Yeah? Now we are going to use another logic to dispute two extremes that we call karsa the temba karsa.
David, Detin, never ten Martin Gone, never ten Martin Yumi Gone, David Tembassy, Temba Shaving.
Detin. So Detin, Deba means past. 10 means memory. Okay, we're using this analogy, okay, whether they are the past memories, okay. So by using this as a logic, and we're going to dispute two extremes.
David Temba Yumi Gone.
So whether they are the extremes, I'm sorry, the past memories, whether they exist or not exist. We're going to check that.
Tati Xianyang Xibyabe Devale Yang Ji Deve Yu Jingi Temba Medam Medu Sigetu Suma Ko Jani Tenji Jabratum Seva Mayenu Dijita Yuba Tatani Nina Temba Xi Jawalo Tati Xijabale Yang Ji Deve Yu Jingi Temba Medam Sina Jidan Yarba Deve Yu Jingi Temba Yarba Deve Yu Jingi Temba Medam Medu Xin Maas.
So then questions, do you Madhyamikas claim that there are no memory consciousness that have as their object the things of the past, right? Here yang chi debe yujin ki temba metam. Yujin said the lo di shawra yujin ki temba. Yujin said. So actually it's same meaning. Yes, he's saying. Then they're asking, right? Again, that's question. So saying, chi debe temba means debe yujin ki temba. The consciousness of the past, the consciousness of the memory consciousness of the past. Are they exist or not? So then we will answer for that will be yes, they do exist. Yeah.
Tadi Ji Deve Yu Jingi Temba Medam Seatitat Chitty Dina Petitian Tati Kajiti. Gandhi Situba, Gandhi Dina Carre Sumberesena, Chiriba Kaji, do Tapa, Natindu to Jitu, David, Yusu, Ditabu, Gurushi, Temba, Goodbye. That do the Tapa is Chiriba do Tapa in Sri. David, Yusu, I mean, did the dish, Tembe, Temba Javan to gas. He is David do the Tapa is, Tapa do the Tapa is. Put the Tapa is. Just a did do the Tapa mena. David do Tembe, Temba Tiki Maris. That did Jobati.
Chirubadi, Tapa Yinsa and Tempa Yore Larva.
Do the Tapa Insa,
Tempa Yores.
do Tapa Maria. Just a David do Timba Tiki.
Tapa Yinsa. Tapa Yinsa. The Tapa said, Jua Mabalist, Jua Mabalist, go to Tapa said, okay. So this question came from, actually it's said in a text called Gade. Gade means text, it's Gade Sunan. Okay, the text called Gande. Gande means, it's actually commentary on 400 stanza. Gande means collection of all the profound subject from that text. Gande means difficult kind of subject, and Del means commentary, commenting on that all critical points. Okay? In that text, so this question arises because there is non-Buddhist believers. They claim that time is permanent. Okay, time is permanent, especially the past time. Time in the past permanent. Because of that, so then it never changes. Time permanent is like an unchanging kind of nature thing, right? The past time never changes. Because of their reasons, we were able to kind of like abstract or remember past time. That's why we were able to remember past time. Okay, this is their position. That's why we have this question here.
Tati, she jabber, debatility. The tea lentilla, loving she jabber to the delivery. Tirava, Paulava. Jamba Shija Loba. Dala Loba Kona June. The land David Jamba Yaris, the Kugi, duty, Tapa, Temba to be in Silver, Tikares, and then David Temba to give to Chevrolet. The nobody is Temba. Nobody is the handicap.
Nobody is not.
Jamba Shija Loba Yi. Nala Loba Kona it landed the
just local to the Corsu. Okay, so answer to that question. So anyway, so then they said the past tense or past tense are permanent. Okay, never changes, right? Never changes. That's why we can remember that. Right? Then reply to that, which is read to the text, is who will claim that such do not exist. We do not eliminate dependent arising. The master Arya therefore himself gives the precise statement of how memory exists. Anyway, so Ramji didn't give an explanation. I couldn't understand by reading Tibetan law.
That thing do the Loba says to one. Loba said the Loba said the Angandu la Pena Rangi Marachi Don't tie in it. The Mardi 아니 징기도가 대 대야지 거래에서는 마마인 발에 로발 나와지 로발 나와지 로발 나와지 다 많이 붙이지 집도 시 아니 만텐스기야 마마인 발에 로발 나와지 알바 로발 나와지 말로 마인 발에 로발 나와지 생긴 나와지 말은 요새 샤르다도 마기 숨이를 지지셔 봐. 디다 많이 붙이지 그렇지 제네. 아니 마찬가지야 봐. 이 예산에 로파세티 아니 디 로파세티 마이 마마인발에 로파 대당 많이 붙이지 그 제네 잼바리 디사코 줌바 디안 줌바 로베 덴지리스 줌바 디안 로바 유지 줌바 디안 로바 유디안 로바 유디 로바 세드 줌바 르 취제르 지에사 어디지리스 제빌다디
오케이.
그 전다기 이게 대변 부제르바 대변 부디 무슨도 통하는 신전의 뒷말이스 전부 뒷말이스 아니 무슨 그 통화 따로 전에 저기는 단대디 무시시에 된대베 된시도 무시시미 된거봐 무시 말이스겠지 무시기다 대박이 된디 미게 통화 통기야 다리 디기 템바디 미게 통화 따로 된데 제대만 말이스 대베 된디 마네발로 빠나 대당 대베비 된 말을 마디 찌기 되네
마마인발로 마마인발로 로바 마 템바 마디 마인발로 로바 그 마마인이 지금
마이 딘지지야 봐
신시스오라
이 마마인발로 로바 말을 짓다 붙는 게 알아
유진이가 튜버 유진이가 튜버를 쏘라 okay he says therefore the rising of what we call memory is only an unreal subject with an unreal object. Okay, yes, unreal object. So, in the Tibetan, it said that Tempa Sheja Logba Yin Tönla. Okay, Logba Yin. Tempa means memory. Memory means Logba. Logba means actually reverse. Okay, return or something like that. So that means when we remember our mother, which is an example, is mother, right? When we remember your mother, so then that is memory is, we call it matemba, the memory of the memory remembering mother. Okay, memory of your mother is mamaimba lokba is Mamaimba Logba. How is it in English? Mamaimba Logba means
Mamaimba Logba married together.
Oh, okay.
Mamaimba Logba Kawasi.
So we actually that memory we get confused with mother is being not mother. Okay, mother is being not other than mother. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Sure.
The idea, like the memory of her as being actually her.
Yes. That means that. Yes, that means that. For instance, you use like a vest. Vest is actually being not other than vest. So we have this kind of technical kind of like debate sort of like that, right? So this memory of your mother getting confused with that. Okay, that means your subject is unreal. Okay, object. Okay, object is unreal, and perceiving that unreal object is unreal subject. Okay, all of this is fact, not fact, becomes fact, right? But this so then when we have a clairvoyance, seeing past, we have a clairvoyant seeing past, right? And how they actually perceive objects. They perceive object literally like like directly, sort of like just not getting confused with memory, and then the mother's being not other than mother. Okay, but they're not mixing it. There's no involvement of memory. Direct, what we see right now, seeing directly like this.
That's what we were talking about the last time.
When we see a vase, right this moment, right, when we see a vase, we're seeing vase not other than vase, not mixing with our memory and all this other.
So you
Next.
say clairvoyance is a direct perception.
That the cause of the when the gender jiora, this jiora cause of the when she jiora, when she did, the co cardu tongo rasi.
다 미기 통한다.
Yes, it's
다
direct.
단대 되게 대진디 무슨 말이 대진디 잼바디
무슨 말을 세, 채마 말을 세, 지금 말아. 무슨 세.
무슨 세트 미기 통한다를
무슨
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 대진들은 뭐네 진짜 무시해야 봐. 이 말이 대배 잼베는 잼바 남도 지리단데.
Okay. So okay, now here's saying the memory, seeing your past, right? Seeing your past is not real. Okay. 가서 뭐보 가서 뭐 가르 말했어 뭐보 말했어 가서 뭐시 말해 말
무슨
무슨 말해 무슨 I think
무슨 이구비.
무슨 민구어라. Sometimes sometimes they translate as a valid cognition. Okay.
Right.
I'm not sure about this here though. Okay. Yeah. In this context, if I use that phrase, okay, this is something like it's not real. Memory. I'm talking memory. Okay, it's not real. Okay, not real. And then the clairvoyance is real.
Because
Okay.
it's a direct perception.
Because I don't know. Because it's just not real. The memory is not real because another word is like that is a conceptual mind.
So
Okay.
is direct perception the way it is because it's being perceived directly in the present? Even if it's an object of the past, the person or the person who's able to do that, they're perceiving it directly in the present moment, as if it were happening now.
Okay.
There's no overlay.
So
There's no overlay.
you're saying the direct perception. You're talking the direct perception,
Yeah,
right?
a
Okay.
person with direct
Okay.
perception.
답변은 the 무슨 통 오늘 통 세지로 무슨 통세 칼도 통 세지로 디 대백이 취해질라 따도 잠발이야 대백이 취해디 다다와 여만하시 통구요래 다다와를 출 키용시 다다와다고 차로 왔어 왔다
다도 처음 말이.
but yeah
다도 처음 그 대버려 받고.
so the past thing cannot be present things. You said it should be past things.
But how does a Buddha see their past lives with direct perception, right?
Okay. that then 걸 가서 월 거란이 가서 디 상계기 아니 대배 취해도 간데서 통고했어. 대배 취해
가도 안주 미기 통하는 시튼 거예요. 사실
he can see like what we see with our naked eyes. Like
So
directly.
it's not memory or
갖다 템바 말아 왔어요.
이건
No memory.
말 이 잼바들이 봐. 아주 남도 잼바들 말.
Okay.
지지균이 시 잼바들 말.
Okay. So then so memory, you said memory, right? We can say that is a memory, but that is not like our memory. Our memory actually mixed with conceptual mind. And
So
that
it's
memory will be
Conceptual.
free from that kind of mind.
so it's like the Buddha, even though the Buddha is seeing a past life, it's like he's living it in the present. That's my question. Is the experience of it for a Buddha like living it in the present.
Present.
Like time travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
time, I guess. I don't know. How about this one? When I say 상객이 깨와 통도 깨와 치마 통들와 깨마 통도 다다와라 배 통하는 시 소로 두고 와서 다다와라 여와는 시 소로 두고. Yes. He
Okay,
can feel like a presence.
great,
Yes.
okay.
당연한 소리 단데 아마를 지점바이나 냐마 아마 툰주 잠바미 아메스미디 로레 야르바 나와티 나와티 샤리 그 아마 텐시게르바 디 아마디 미그 토하나 신지 진기 아마리 그래서 인가를 아마디 로레 찰때기 지야르바 이야 템버스 인디 아마마 임벌로 로바난 나와치 아메 딘지 지야르바 딘지 디 기니 아니 아마티 징기야르바 아니 산제기 정아마 제인지 템버 딘지 기니 징마 미그 토하나 시진이 템버와 난두기 때문에 마란두 인데티 지나 아마티 미그 토하다 징기 민두가
So like
딘지 기니 그 징기야
okay. So when we remember our mother, right, mother in the past, so then we use sort of like, if I put it in a very simple way, it's like we are using a mental picture. We have seen her before, and then we have now means appearances. We have her appearance in our mind. We are looking at that appearance, and then we're getting confused with the real mother. So then we think like, I remember mother, right, my mother. This is actually mixing with our conceptual mind. This is how we mix with our conceptual mind, right? When the Buddha sees past, right, past, so then this is a memory. Memory, we are seeing our mother. This is a memory, right, our memory. So when the Buddha sees past, right, past, we can call it memory, remembering, like a memory, right? But he doesn't go through intermediate kind of like consciousness, something like that. Intermediate kind of like things. We use our conceptual picture, and then we perceive or we see that there's a mother mixing with that. Then the Buddha, when they see Buddha sees the past. Buddha doesn't need to rely on that. Then he can see actually directly the past. So that is like without going through sort of like the appearances.
So that would be like when we are having a memory, we would be like looking at a photograph where Buddha will be looking at a movie. He is alive and moving and changing, whereas a photograph. So when we think of our mother,
for me,
it's
these
like
two examples are same. I don't know.
No.
Movie and picture.
But one is changing and one isn't. A photograph doesn't change.
Oh, okay. You mean movement? All this movement.
See, like,
Anyway, okay. That's what this word. Pero 상객이 즉 대마 어디서 시도 담발라 데모 타와나 시집에 담바 용된다 용대와나 시 통고 시고레스 나중에 때도 담발라 빠르지가 따버서라 시 굳이 자야면 저 빠르지가 따버서라 시레베 시고
띵은 아주 녀라 아마기 녀마 아마 톤도 담바 아마기 톤이 실에 아니 아마게 딘데 지유선도 지 도바지야르바 아니 미좀 지데담바 아마게 또 딘데 지유선 지로를 지차기야르바 디 균인 징디야 아마 젠세야디 디 차리인데 담바 아마 젠시야르바 아마 딘데 지 아마 딘데 지유세야지 그 남도를 야리 지야르바 마제버를 지야르바 디 교인들이 아니 아마 텐시기르바 디때데 단데디 랑기 남도를 찰때 얘기 아마게 딘지지야리 딘지시는다 아마게 다남지 다부지 디 제인데 좀 아마 텐시기야리 디 딘주디디리 다 산지기 디 딘주디 남도 야마리 남도를 샤르베 아마게 수니디 야마르바 무슨도 통하다 미기 통한 날씨 전에 징계하랬다 들이
맞아 same thing, same question, same answer.
Okay.
So I'm saying, like we have, since we have our mental picture of your mother, and even though if you close your eyes, but you can see that picture, right? But your mother is not right in front of you, but you can see that picture. That picture actually helps us to remember, your mother. That mental picture, or it's like a conceptual picture, something like that. Okay? Then again, Buddha, when they see, they don't have that. They see as directly how we see right this moment things.
But they see the past and the present.
Like you're actually there.
Like it's
Actually-
actually, so
Like it's actually
a Buddha
happening.
would,
Happening right this moment.
Yeah.
the Buddha
When
would
they see the past,
very dirty.
when they see the past,
yeah, they would see it from the present.
As if it were.
let's say,
As if
let's use one example. Maybe it's more clear to Rinpoche. Let's say like if someone's fighting in the past, right?
Yeah.
When the Buddha sees that, are they still fighting at this moment or something like that, right? Are they?
Like it all would.
It's happening right this moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be like that.
Okay. Tapi saya nada kurang gitu bena mi ni ta damre jate we sora cha sinya marwa. Tas tada dia tadu sambal sange ki thanda sidu sambal ta koni thanda damre jate we sora chi wa so ta koni pet. Ti rangsi ki thanda de yo de we sora chi 통고 wa so.
Ngamage tagaran tungere. Di pargi chi tene di marda. Ngame di si yengu ba. Nganju ti dada ki samne shari shabagi di ki amati jingi.
Ale ta de yu di de we yu rang si du wa pa.
Really?
Su tada we su chi ma yo wa. Okay. So when Buddha sees past, right, it's not bringing past into present. You see, she's just looking at past things. Okay, what we do when we remember our mother, we are sort of like bringing past into the present. You know, this memory, we think like, oh, now you remember your mother, so then making the present. Okay, when Buddha says it's total opposite. It's just looking at the past.
Okay.
Then
that makes sense.
Nganju samne shari shabagi amage parchi yarba. Ta par tabati chibare. Samne shari shabagi amage chichi yare. Ganam chi dabuchi. Di chain du tamba ama tensi yare.
So then another word that means so-called like remembering your mother means like when you are conceptual mother or like a mental picture of your mother, when it becomes evident, when it becomes more strong, then you call it like you're remembering mother. When it arises, something.
Di ama mari di ama di chari indu ama tensi yare. But rangi char de amage chi yarba amage sobate tindechi samza ga amage chi lole char de chi yarba. Di chain indu tamba de ama tamba shig yare.
So this is very similar like looking when we look at actual mother, we have that kind of picture in our mind. We're getting confusing, sort of like that. So this is this actually that mental picture, okay, mental picture forcing you to remember mother, something like that.
Yeah, ama
But this is not real mother. The picture is not a real your real mother.
Right.
Kol char de ya de ama maimbaji char de ya. Yele tene ama tensi yare.
So then whatever you have image in your mind or conceptual mind, picture, whatever, that is not mother at all.
Right. Or anything.
Can I just ask Rinpoche one quick question before we go much further into this
Yes.
into this
We
memory
need
part?
to clean up all this mess
I'm just wondering if, because now they're introducing this idea of unreal subject and unreal object. And I just want to revisit this question about why don't we fall through the chair? And is it related to this idea that I am an unreal subject that I am a dependent arising, intrinsically non-existent or inherently non-existent.
No, you
being.
do exist.
Okay, lacking intrinsic existence, and the chair is lacking intrinsic existence. It's an unreal object. So is it because an unreal object and an unreal subject are coming together
Okay,
that
now, so this table, you're saying table is unreal object, right?
yes,
It's an unreal object, okay.
and I'm an unreal subject. So
Okay.
everything is a dependent arising, and it's all coming together at one time. Is that why? we
Okay,
don't
so you're
have
unreal, right? You're unreal, maybe you're taking it from this
the memory
translation.
example? Yeah, I'm
Yeah, this
using
is
the
just
language.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use, same meaning in Tibetan back to Rinpoche, okay? When you say this unreal, this is in Tibetan they use Munsum.
Nonsum.
Okay,
But what's
Munsum.
kunzo?
And then the unreal Kunzop is different.
Okay, so that,
Kunzop, they also translate as unreal.
right.
And this is also unreal.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to translate that unreal. I'm going to get exactly like this, okay? Unreal. This is unreal means like, anyway, so Munsum is like something to do with your mind,
Right.
okay? Okay, unreal means. I want to just make sure. This is not talking about like not existing or existing or anything.
What do you mean by unreal?
Yeah, oh yeah, so what do you mean by unreal?
Yeah. Okay, so I thought that same unreal is the same idea as the kunzok.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking
답변을
that, so
하셨는데
it's not-
뒤 가서 유나 유진이가 네 마인스 라로와 가서 lokbare larwa ta di lokbare kunzu ke dela di gyursha munsum mare munne mare se shura gyurta de tel gyurta
제산 로바세
lokba se de mosum de te sta chagora dela du sama khoranga ta de da ta kunzob la ya chiwa kunzob la ya di chibar resi wa
네 군도세 디다 지발다 군도세 디 나와나 시메템 버치버바 군도세 디 나와다 나와나 시메템 버라시게 다든지 된데 아마 많이 벌로 번나와 지어봐 딜 아마 말바 아마 말이디 디진디 아마 진시게 그디 진디 그래 로바 세야디디
다들 이 말에 겐 군조브 세야디 가서
다 군도 세야디 대야 메템바
어디
메템바
만 제시게도 사무직바로 차도도 상황
메템바
okay when we give an example becomes really the same these two words becomes like in the meaning has the same meaning
so that's what I was thinking.
Unreal and then the conventional, whatever, right? Conventional, unrealistic. So, yeah, so this is true. Yeah, this is unreal. Whatever he's talking about here, this is unreal because this is unreal. The object is unreal. And then when we say kunzop, right? Kunzop, everything is artificial. Yes, artificial. Whatever perceives that thing is artificial. So actually, kunzop is more broader, actually. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, they are synonyms. Yes, okay.
Right, okay. So then
Okay.
if we're working from that premise that they're both the same, so then if I am a kunzog subject and the table is a kunzog table, then is that why it can lack inherent existence but still function?
Because of kunzop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they both kunzog at the same time.
Right. That's all right. Shepherd the singing logiora, shepherd de kunzopche, chokse de kunzopche, Rakunzop ras, rest, the kunzop ranshi gamadu bore, kunzopre, these shares are and Kogi penetration of the chokse tapo yunga, dancing yunga, this in a Jumsin, this kunzop in big Jumsing revel.
차분해야지.
다 들으셔야 돼.
차분해야지. 그저 이게 저기 차분이 위에 알라부터 써.
Maybe I didn't get your question right. I think so. Can you rephrase your question?
Okay. So because I am a dependently arising
okay.
subject.
Okay.
Yeah, as a human being, I'm not inherently existent. And this table or the chair isn't inherently existent, it's dependently arising as well.
Okay.
Is that why we don't fall through the chair?
Okay. I asked the same question. That's right. I got the right question actually. Now this actually indicating that you're saying like let me get an impression like this. If something is conventional things, right? Conventional things, they will hold you up. You know, he got that. Then Rinpoche said, no, conventional things doesn't have to hold up everything. That's why he laughed.
Okay.
그 군접사들이 지단 라시기 매내양 라시기 두고 진난기야라 봐. 되게 군접시게.
딜코 해봐야만. 다들 쪽지도 자고로 와.
나래.
대대 뭐 땡거라. 디코 항상 거라. 다들 방식이 매 대바마이 주마이 막 오지 마지 라로. 내가 간데 시디가 때 쪽지도 다안돼 버리라 버. 딜. 코로 강에 어디래.
아지 전발들이 봐. 아니 지난 미는 셀 도도지 자수나 미는 따나 이 가와지부터가 가와지 지게 투구두게 콜라티
그 디스부터 콜 레투어 또 디까지요 디페카 코스티죠 그
가르산 미는 게 메티 엠바마이네 양 크게 가와지 투구두가 Did Chibarva, did Nashing Manaya, the Tapuch, 10 to Gurva, 10 to Gurva. When a Melam Gesser Doti, Canada, Melam the Kawate to ga. Come this Temple Mariti, Kawate to ga.
So then there was, so he's going back to like the functioning, all this having this function and stuff like that, right? He's not even bothered to talk about solid and stuff like that. He said, look at your dream, right? If you find a piece of gold, right, then you'll be very happy, right? If you look at the nature of all these things, it's fake. You're not supposed to give any function. You're not supposed to be happy with that.
Right.
According to you, right? Because it's fake. Everything's not real, unreal, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like, but it still gives you a really sense of like joyful. Same like this, I would say, there are like left intrinsic existing, we put all this whatever, right? Attached with all these things, but they can be function. Function holding things up.
Sel Todoti Rasuna, Minimla Rabbit, Time to some Kawachigi, Minimna Tip Lava, Milam Tansun, Channel, Nichigi. Could Tembaya Marite, could get you some, give it to her.
So yeah, again, when you find a piece of gold, you'll be very happy, and when you lose that, you'll be very unhappy, sad, right? But it's you, according to you, it's not supposed to happen like this, because everything's unreal, right? Why you have like joyful kind of experience when you find them? Why you be upset when you lose them?
That
is unreal, and unreal. So look at now. Look at the table. Table. They are like inherently existing. They are not true. They are unreal, but they can actually lift up, things.
Yeah, they can function.
But it's not inherently a table, though.
Yeah.
Even though it functions that way, it's not inherently a
I
table from its
understand
own
that. I'm trying to
side.
understand the science or lack of science behind how does it do it?
You have to know physics, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we'll stop here. Sa shi gui ge ju xie me do zhang de rab lin xi nin de yan